So, you're broke and there's nothing wrong with that, but you have decided enough is enough and you want to know what is the best business to start when you've got no money, no capital, no investment. Let's get into it. Now guys, a little bit of backstory about how I got started in business, entrepreneurship, stuff like that. I got started with zero investment, zero capital, zero anything really, right? So I'm gonna take you a little bit back. We'll do a brief little story of mine. You know, my first kind of like proper time where I really tried to monetize something was I used to flip Instagram accounts. Now, obviously, no, Instagram accounts are free to create. So I'd created an Instagram account. I really knew how to grow it up. I knew how to turn it into a niche that was profitable. So for example, luxury, fitness, lifestyle, because then I could sell advertising space, shout outs to, you know, watch companies. I mean, not Rolex, but that would have been cool. But for example, companies like Movement or other like other companies that do like other Instagram pages, I could sell shout outs to them and stuff like that. So that was sort of my first business. Then after that, you know, I did some personal training. And then after that, I went into like videography and content creation. And then I'm like, okay, I need a proper tangible business, but I got no money, right? And obviously you guys know I went into social media marketing. Now, here is my advice, and here's what makes me laugh and where I see a lot of people just go completely wrong. They look at people like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, they look at people like Elon Musk, and these are all incredible people to look at, but they'll look at them and they'll go, I'm gonna create a huge company, I'm gonna build it up, and then I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna be rich. First of all, let me tell you something, guys. The amount of seed capital, you know, you gotta get your seed capital, then you'll go through Series A, Series B. My point is, you gotta get a lot of money to start usually the big idea. You know, everyone's got an idea, right? So you need a shit ton of money to start it. So that's already a like horrific idea. And second, one thing you need to understand is you don't make any money until the company gets sold if you ever sell the company or if you sell your stocks or your shares in the company. So really, as you're building your, you know, your huge company, your huge creation up, you, first of all, you'll probably own only like 50 to 70% from the get-go because you've actually had to bring in outside investors and stuff like that. Now, you get paid a wage from the company, so you're not really even making any good money, right? You just have this idea of money. Like you know, a lot of people, like they, you know, there's a difference between liquid net worth and then like net worth, and then a lot of, so some people, they have a huge net worth, but like they honestly couldn't come up with $10,000 or $1 million, or I know a million sounds like a lot, but like say they're worth 100 million, they couldn't come up with $1 million tomorrow. So my point is, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but my point is, when you are first starting, the worst thing I see people do is they focus on their business plan. You know, they need a business plan, they need this perfect idea, and they want to try something new. They're like, what separates me from the market? And here's the thing, guys. What is wrong? You know, it's funny, I was just in Germany with one of my clients and I told them that, you know, they were trying to figure out all this stuff that'll separate them from the market. I'm like, why separate yourself from the market? Like, why do you need something different? Just be the second best in the market. We took an honest look at the market and we went, you know, this person who's number one, we're not going to beat him. So I'm like, be second, you know, be the second best in the market and you'll make a shit ton of money. And here's the thing, if you know, I'll give you guys my recommendation for the financial vehicle. So how you actually make your money. But whatever vehicle you get into, if you're 673rd in that specific field, you're still probably going to be a multi-millionaire and, you know, go on to change the world in your own way. So first thing, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't do anything special. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't do anything that's creative. Okay, you can nuance and you can like finesse little things that set you or your company or whatever you're doing apart. But when you first start, just go look at someone who did well and just do that. So for me, what I did was I looked at social media marketing because I went, look, I have zero money, so I need to be able to sell something and then not have to spend any money on producing the thing that I'm selling. So that meant that I needed to do a service or sell information. So that's what social media marketing is. So I go to businesses and I sell my information in the form of consulting, or I sell my services in the form of a done for you. Okay? And the beauty of that is you can make 20 or 5, 10, 25, 50K a month and have zero overhead, zero cost. You could literally make 50K a month on your own. And that's the beauty of social media marketing. But look, you can do the same thing. I did that same thing when I became a personal trainer. I went, I have no money. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hustle it out, get paid like 25 pounds an hour, and try and train some of my friends' parents or something like that, right? So the biggest key here is that you need to, the deliverable, the thing that you're giving, you need to make sure that it doesn't cost you any money to produce that. So once again, really your only two options here, if you have no startup capital. Look, if you have no startup capital, I really don't recommend, you can make money with everything, but I really don't recommend some of these other e-commerce stuff and stuff like that. Look, I mean, you can try, right? But if you're really tight for money, I just don't understand why people like put all their money or place their bets on this thing and then this thing doesn't work out. The beauty, once again, with not having any cost associated to actually delivering the service or delivering the information in the form of being a personal trainer, in the form of being a consultant, in the form of being a marketing agency, in the form of being, I don't know, even like a web design agency, I guess. I don't know, anything with really low cost. The beauty of that is if, in your first 2 months you don't get a client, doesn't matter because you got no rolling costs. If you put all your money into e-commerce or something like that and your ads don't work or your product doesn't hit, you're screwed. That's lost money, okay? You can pretty much associate that to sunk cost. That's sunk cost. That money's done, right? So really, I cannot stress. And even something like starting a YouTube channel, right? Starting a YouTube channel and just talking about, if you're in the space of, if you're a tax advisor, if you love talking about taxes, right? Start a YouTube channel on taxes and then sell affiliate offers about taxes or sell coaching about taxes, right? So you're starting to see, because it doesn't cost any money to go on YouTube, right? It doesn't cost any money to start a personal brand. It doesn't cost any money to start a social media marketing agency. So really, when you're first starting out, it doesn't cost any money to, I guess it does in terms of getting your certification, personal trainer, but it doesn't cost any money to, be an advisor to people on spirituality or whatever it may be, right? You can advise people on how to speed read, right? So guys, I just want to get you really I want to get you as far the fuck away from this whole like startup, this thing, it's just the stupidest shit. Like when I see people trying to build this business plan and trying to bring on capital, in my head, 99% of them are going to fail. Here is why. If you haven't even started a successful business with zero startup costs, if you don't know how to sell, there's so many options of low cost ways to start a business. If you haven't been able to do that, what makes you think with all this money and pressure and outside investors, and you're trying to take on this huge project, this thing that's never been done before, why do you think that is going to be easier than just starting an online business or starting some sort of business with zero cost? And the best part is when you have that business with zero cost, you make all that money, and now you can say F you to the investors. Okay, so get away from that whole startup thing. If you do want to make a bit of money in your first, 3, 4, 5, 10 years in entrepreneurship. If you're cool with, just building this incredible thing, maybe one day selling it, maybe just one day selling your shares, go ahead, do a startup, okay? But that's not me personally. I don't want to work 5 years and then just get a normal salary from my own company, okay? So first of all, get as far away from startups as possible. Seriously, it's just so stupid, okay? And second, don't reinvent the wheel. If you are, 1,522nd in your industry, and it's a big enough industry, you probably still have enough space to be a multi-millionaire. Okay, so that's the next thing. And the next thing is look at something where you don't have to spend any money to deliver the result or put any money towards the deliverable of what you're selling. Once again, guys, business, all it is just selling people. It's pretty much just selling people for a price, for a lower price than they perceive the value to be. That's literally all it is, okay? You know, as I said, when I go to clients, right, when they fly me out to train their team for 2 days, my price is lower than their perceived value of what they're gonna get from it, okay? Or from the actual value of what they're gonna get from it. So that's really all business is, you know? Same thing when I buy, you know, this watch. When I buy a $15,000 Rolex, the perceived value of what I'm gonna get, you know, everyone, look, I will be honest, you guys know I love fashion and jewelry and you know, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the main reason is the status and everything that comes from it. So in my head, the status is worth more than $15,000. So that's why you buy the watch. Okay, it's the same thing when you buy the car or whatever it may be. Okay, so guys, just remember that. Those are the fundamentals of business. I wish more people just kept it simple, because I know I've said this to you guys so many times. I have such a tough time grasping onto things. I am such an idiot when it comes to pretty much everything. All I ever did was I kept it simple every single morning. And to this day, every single morning, I wake up and I go, what am I selling? My marketing agency services, what am I selling? My digital products, what am I selling? My coaching, what am I selling? My affiliate offers, what am I selling? And then I go, okay, now that I know what I'm selling, how am I gonna sell it? Who am I gonna sell it to? The people that are gonna buy this thing, where are they? How can I get closer to them? How can I reach them through advertising? How can I reach them through networking? How can I reach them through direct outreach? Whatever it may be. Okay, guys, keep it simple and you'll win. Okay? Good luck with your business, and I'll see you in the next video.